In today's video, we're going to be going ahead and we're going to be doing the interior of this simple cottage that we designed a few videos back. If you guys want to see that, there will be links down in the description if I remember. But for those of you brand new, this is UX238, welcome. So glad you guys are here. If you guys do like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. We're getting really close to 3,000 subscribers, and I would always appreciate the support. It helps me keep doing what I love to do, which is help you guys out with building tutorials. But what we're going to be doing in today's tutorial, we already built this bad boy up. We're just going to simply be covering and doing a sort of tour of the interior that I've designed. I will say that, as I mentioned last episode, this model that was heavily influenced by a Cottage model right over there that we did before, I'm not actually going to do the exterior decorations. Only reason being is that I have them kind of showcased right here. If you guys want to see them, you can see we have like stuff like a little, I always forget what these things are called. I'll just call it a storage unit, but you got barrels and bays of flowers and stuff that you can put on in the windowsills. You can't really do that because of the design we have for this one, but as you guys can see, just tons of buttons, banners, and stuff like that. So, you know, some pretty good decorations, flowers all around and everything. So I'm not going to be doing exterior decorations, but I will be doing interior decorations. And exterior decorations are always 100% important to builds. Over here, you can see with these builds over here, we do have the exterior decorations actually laid down. But again, I don't have enough time to actually go ahead and do exterior. I put a ridiculous amount in that. Reason behind that is because I put a ridiculous amount of effort into the interior design. So when we first walk in, I've actually converted this into a 3-story room. You can see there's so much to look at, and it all looks pretty darn good. There's a little bit of a library, a little bit of a lectern that you walk in. There's some plants above your head that you might not notice. Along the ceiling, I did add every once in a while trim. Trim was just simply dark oak slabs. For the floor is on the same level as the spruce door, and it's actually just spruce trap doors. That way we can actually have a basement. But when we walk into here, there are lots of decorational pieces. You know, you got your family on the wall, identical twins, obviously. We got to the left over here, a kitchen, got some cake, furnaces, and these item frames. I think what you could actually do to make them look a little bit nicer too is actually get banner patterns. And if you put these up there, they almost look like cooking recipes, I guess you could say. So like that's a fun little detail. Oop, this item frame is actually over there. But yeah, that's a little bit of a fun detail. Got some cake and furnaces and stuff like that to the left, because that's just our little kitchen area. You got an armor stand right here for some decorational purposes. A pot with a bush and some mossy bricks above it. Over here is the living room, which I simply have made just like a smooth quartz couch. Got some paintings. Paintings I do pretty darn often in this house because that adds just a little bit more detail. Not really sure what this is, but it flicks and it looks good. So as long as it looks good, it's all right? For the staircase, I'm very proud of this one. The staircase, I don't know why, but this central post right here, the dark oak post that goes all the way up and connects to the ceiling / floor of the next story, looks really nice. So yeah, we got all of that. We got for the dark oak staircase, we do have like signs going on the edge, so that makes you feel like you're kind of like secure as you walk up the staircase. If we go ahead and go down into the basement though, the basement is a little bit claustrophobic. So you can see right here, we have a dark oak stairs that go down, and like I said, it's claustrophobic because you're hitting your head on it, but this is making the most of our space. So over here, I'm very proud of this design too. We got a bunch of smokers and furnaces. Unfortunately, we can't actually put blocks on top like I was just trying to right click right there. So we're making use of all the space we got. We got all the workstations over here, the stone cutters, grindstones, whatever, everything kind of scattered around. And then on either side, I have a lot of storage, lots of barrels you can put in the ground, lots of chests on the walls, along with your ender chest, which you'll eventually be needing. You guys might have noticed too as we were walking down, we got shulker boxes and stuff. This is a long-term base, I guess you could say, as you can see by all the materials that we kind of have. For the floor, I simply just made it out of gravel, tough, and then light gray carpet and andesite, just a mixture of those blocks. And I think that the floor looks pretty good. I think it suits the walls pretty well, kind of complements it pretty nicely. Only really decorational piece I did for this was just put these oak signs going across, just to sort of connect all the miscellaneous crafting stations. And if you ask me, it sort of looks like a machine. It looks cool. I think the way that turned out is pretty darn good, but not much to see in the basement. I mean, this is probably where you would spend the majority of your time just because you got your crafting table down here, your chests and your swords and everything, but it's pretty nice. Little staircase back up, and then we can walk around and go on to the next story. On the next story, if we go ahead and walk up our dark oak stairs, we're greeted first by a library. So this is where you would actually be able to get your enchants done and everything. We got all the bookshelves on the wall, some decorational pieces like this, like book and quill and the enchanted glowing book right there. Right here, what I did that was pretty special actually is I put trim going across the ceiling, but they look more like boards, like attic boards, and I really like that, how you can kind of see through it. It adds just a tiny bit more of extra detail. but it looks pretty cool. And to mob proof and stuff, and to add even more detail, I just thought of this on the spot actually. What we could do is we could add light gray carpet, so it looks like you got some dust piled up on top of these boards, because it's been a long time. This house has been up here for a while, and you don't really feel like cleaning up all the scary spider webs. Maybe you can even get some cobwebs and stuff. This is just all kind of coming to me on the fly, but I mean, even just some cobwebs right there. One cobweb is pretty darn good. That's all a house should have, is ever one spider. But if we turn around right here, you can see more paintings on the wall. To the left is actually where our bedroom is, which is kind of separated with just spruce trapdoors and then hanging banners. But it's a good enough separation if you ask me. In here, you got your personal items along with your purple bed. Obviously, it always has to be a purple bed. At least that's crucial for a Yo Mikester build. If we turn around, we got the brewing station. So we didn't forget about the brewing station when doing other stations. We got more pots with I think that's called the azalea bush. But yeah, brewing station over here, sitting on type of a nice spruce table. We got some cauldrons back there. Maybe this is a book. I don't actually have anything. Oh, and I broke it. that was an accident. Whoopsie. But what you could do is you could have like all the recipes written in that. I thought that'd be kind of cool, just so you could like look up when you have to do brewing stuff, and maybe you'd have to have some sort of storage up here too. I forgot about that, so let's get a barrel instead and put the barrel right there. Got some nice brown carpet on the floor too, and a place for pots and stuff. Might even want a crafting table over here too. But that is the brewing station right there, and I mean honestly, that's kind of it. I've realized that I've been talking very fast and I've been talking very long for this video, but it's also been a short video. What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying right now. What am I saying? Who am I? Where am I? How am I doing? How are you doing? Either way though, I mean there's tons of details that I'm not going to discuss, like individually, like brown carpets and stuff like that. And although I somehow sort of already did discuss pretty much every single detail, it feels like, I guess that's what this is about though. It's interior design. The one thing I will say you could definitely do with this build too is if you don't want to be hitting your head all the time on the ceiling, you could definitely lower it down just a slab, but then you would also have to expand the walls down a little bit on either side. But I mean, it kind of, using just the trapdoors and everything, it kind of creates these individual rooms. They're not individual rooms, obviously. They're just connected like this, but it kind of feels like they're separated, and that's good when you have, like, I guess, tons of different rooms. Honestly, that is pretty much it, though. I showed you the first house over there, the main decorations. Maybe we'll fly over there again, just a few more of the decorations. But I mean, as far as this goes, you know, I would add some stuff like banners occasionally. Like here you got the green banners. Maybe I would add some snow on top of the roof to make it look a little bit nicer. Stuff like that, little details like that will always make your builds look a tiny bit better and a tiny bit more lived in. But that's the interior. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. What about you guys? You guys like the interior? I hope you do. But over here, again on the exterior, we just got miscellaneous stuff kind of scattered around. For this one specifically, that specific build, it's more meant for a snowy terrain, so probably not the flowers as much, but maybe have some like snow banks coming up on the sides of the walls. But as you can see, we got like bushes, definitely the spruce leaves, always look good for bushes and stuff like that. And the one thing I really like, I always love this detail. I forget what these things are called, I always do. But just having them on the side of the house just adds a tiny bit more detail. So you could add that. You get a spruce leaves. Hanging lanterns always adds a ton because the lanterns are just sophisticated looking little shapes. But yeah, I think I nailed the interior. There were some spots I wasn't fully happy with my interior style, the way I design my builds and everything. I love to have them very cluttered and very crazy looking. So you can see, I mean, everything's kind of scattered all over the place. It's kind of a mess, but it feels lived in, and it feels lived in by me. I don't know if you guys like the style or not. If you guys don't, totally okay. I don't know. Maybe I could have added some things to the bedrooms and a bit more detail that I kind of overlooked in this house and everything. But yeah, that basically what I did too for the walls too. I should probably clarify this. I just made the light gray walls, the light gray concrete in the build tutorial. I just extended them up to the top, and then wherever you could kind of see blocks, like actually these paintings right here are actually hiding some bricks right there. And there we go. Now got that painting back. So I did hide some stuff and add some stuff, and the only thing I really wanted to change was adding carpet along this hallway, but you can't really do that because you got the trapdoors. Unless, you know what? Hold up. This will make it a little bit more cluttered, but this will add the detail that I wanted to have. So if we have the trapdoors like that, then we can get some carpet, get some brown carpet, and just sticking that across right there adds that extra bit of detail that I like. There we go. What do you guys think of the interior design? I think I did all right. But that was the entire interior design. I feel like I talked most of that in one breath. I'm a little dizzy now. I think I might actually pass out. Not really. But rushed on time as usual. So I thought it would be fun to just do the interior of this build, show it to you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe because it helps me out so much. We're so close to hitting 3,000 subscribers, and I cannot wait to do it. It's going to be great. Got a special stream coming out for that if I have time. I don't know. My life is crazy right now with a lot of other stuff that I won't bore you guys with. But that's it. That's the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy. See you guys in the next video. Enjoy life. Enjoy Minecraft. Enjoy interior design of epic looking cottages. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And ciao.